Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching the Vampire Diaries. This is episode 3 of season 5. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. The first 4 seasons have been uploaded, and we got the original starting now, so thank you very much for all the support on those two series that are now on the channel. If you do enjoy today's video, you can go in the description and watch the full episode as well as you can on the originals. Just go over to the Patreon page and have fun. So to recap the last episode, Elena, she's going back to Mystic Falls now. She's leaving college for a little bit. She's going back with Damon because she's having dreams that she's she can kind of feel that Stefan was in trouble, and she never really knew that until Silas come on campus trying to find Jeremy, because he knew that they was with Catherine. He's trying to track him down. He's trying to get her. That's what he wants. She's the person that he's after. So while obviously all that's happening, she's got inside of Elena's head when he come to campus and put something in there that she doesn't like Damon, and they started having a little argument. She tied him up, she put Vervain down him, and she was going to kill him, but obviously Damon spat the Vervain at her. It snapped her out of it a little bit, and then obviously she knew that she's got an urge to try and kill him. She's like, mate, I'm just constantly wanting to kill you. She ended up sitting herself on a chair, boom, putting a big like massive sword pretty much through her leg to lock her down, but then she still couldn't control the urge to kill him. She pulled out a pipe, the gas pipe. She was trying to light a match. She couldn't do it. Damon was saying, look, focus on Stefan. Caroline's been telling me you've been having dreams that you can feel him, and she started focusing, and she was saying that though she could feel that he's in pain. While these have been having fun all summer, he's been down there, he's been struggling, and she can feel it. And that is interesting. How she got like a little connection to him, I do not know, but I'm interested to see how that plays out, obviously, because we've got the Damon and Elena storyline going, which I said that I want it to continue. I don't want it to be flip-flop back to Stefan now. Not that I don't like Stefan, I just wish that, it's been 5 seasons now. Pick one and go with it. She's picked Stefan. I was all for it. She ended up picking Damon. Now I'm all for it. Just, let's just settle it as that. Let Stefan get picked. Let him come back, after the Silas storyline. Stefan's a great guy. He's fantastic. He deserves to be with somebody. Lexi would have been a perfect person. She's died. They've never been together before. But somebody like her, another female character possibly introduced, would be fantastic for him. Bonner, she's not dealing with death very well. She's saying to Jeremy after actually Matt was killed off Silas, but he's got the Gilbert ring on. He was transported into the other side. She was saying this is where people come for a brief time before they find the bodies, and she explained that obviously each time you die you get further away from it, so when you go to it, actually, now I'm saying that right, he should have known that he gets transported to the other side and he finds his body, because Damon killed him and then he come back alive there, so that's a bit weird. But anyway, he might not have seen Bonnie when he went back the first time. But then she said obviously you get further away, and that's why it takes longer for people to get revived. Totally loved that little bit of information. Didn't know I needed it, but I did love it. She explained to him, obviously she's dead. She watched Silas kill her dad, and she was saying when he goes back in his body he'll forget. Matt gave her a bit of good advice. He said, look, you need to learn how to deal with your own death before you can start dealing with your dad's, because that is deep and it's true. If you can't deal with yourself, then mate, you're just in a downward spiral. She ended up saying to Jeremy, like I said, that she's not ready to deal with death, and Jeremy was saying, look, I'm here to support you whenever you need it. I'm here. And I've said in the last episode that I think Bonnie in this series is going to come from being a distraught person at the start to being an absolute monster, an absolute beast. She's going to get all the powers and she's going to go after Silas with full force. Talking about Silas, he obviously went to try and get Catherine, killed Matt, like I said. Catherine turned up being a good human to try and save the match and save Jeremy. She had a gun, she shot him, they ended up bouncing. Silas ended up going to a gas station because, he'd lost him. He said he was hungry, he got a guy to cut himself, because everybody knows, he's compelled everyone now, hasn't he? So, like, everybody knows what he wants. Travellers come in, the people that grabbed Matt turned his eyes black. Said that it's their mission to put Silas back in the grave. Well, the person that stole Matt's ring when he was having a threesome with Rebecca, she was there. She ended up turning on a traveller, stabbing him. She said, look, they might want that, but I don't. I'm here for my own agenda, and I know you can read my mind. And Silas said, yeah, I definitely can read your mind, and I know that you're here to cause some destruction. That's why he didn't exactly say that, but that's what I'm saying anyway. She's here to cause trouble. And that is it, mate. I'm fully excited. The originals is fantastic so far with 2 episodes in, and now we're 3 episodes in here, so we are rock and rolling. If you guys are enjoying it, please smash a like and a button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for clicking on my video, and as always, let's jump into today's episode. Why is he jibbing on his own? He was with that woman last time we seen him. Unless that's Stefan.
My last call was 4 hours ago.
Stefan. Getting his chef back. That was daylight ring though, was it? Oh, it was a dream. That was a good transition. I really liked that, actually. I really liked it. It made me think that that was Stefan. It could be Stefan, because we've seen in the last episode that somebody else was in that locked box. It was a different human. He might have found Stefan. His head was cut off, mate, and Stefan does that. He takes his bodies apart and puts them back together. This guy might have found him. Stefan might have attacked him, put him in a coffin, and he's got off. Damon's took his ring, though, hasn't he? That was a good bit of information. I did like that. It was very good.
You were up all night. You're exhausted. Come back to sleep.
It was more than just a pit in my stomach this time, though. It was real. It was like I was there with him.
I don't need to play-by-play, Elena. Fine. I'm sure whatever's in my imagination is 10 times worse than what's going on in your subconscious.
That's facts. It is
so vivid. A red awning and this broken neon sign, and he was screaming in pain.
Maybe you can conjure up an address.
Route 29. I think I had the exact same dream.
Oh, she's having it as well. That's like Lord Voldemort and Harry, isn't it, mate? When he can get inside his head. That's why he has to learn, what is it? Occlumency, I think it is, with Dumbledore. Snape was teaching him as well, wasn't it? But to try and not get inside his head, because Voldemort was getting him while he was sleeping when he was trying to get the prophecy in the Order of Phoenix.
Found 9 bars along Route 29.
I had a feeling that there was something wrong all summer, and I ignored it. Psychic dream, but it's the only lead that we have.
Doesn't sound crazy. It is crazy.
Please tell me that she's not coming.
For some reason, Silas wants her real bad, and if Silas wants her, I want her more.
Do you really think that I want to take a road trip with you? Damon wouldn't have to play bodyguard if you hadn't shoved that cure down my throat. I take great pleasure knowing that you wasted your one shot at a human life on me. I want to find Stefan, not just because I don't want to be a pawn that you can trade off for his life. I care about him.
Train's leaving the station.
Yeah, fucking hell, you can't be asked that, Damon.
Play the what-if game.
Look, Silas, phone is prepaid and I don't have a lot of minutes.
You know how much I hate travelers. To find out if Matt Donovan is still alive and kill him. Rip that ring off Matt's little finger. Sure he doesn't cheat death again.
This is the season everyone hates Matt, I'm assuming. He's going to become a bad guy.
Hello to you, too.
Imagine that, like.
I brought dinner.
Oh, she knows him.
A vampire doppelganger who's burdened by a conscience.
You saved me from burning to death outside that bar this morning, didn't you?
And I pulled you from the quarry before that.
I'm a doppelganger.
Because I've seen your face before.
Who are you?
How much do you know about Silas?
Bloodthirsty immortal who's killed more people than I can count. Me up in a safe and dropped me in the bottom of a quarry. I came very close to flipping off my humanity switch because I knew if I ever got out, I wanted to be myself when I killed him.
Burned to death in the sun without your daylight ring.
Oh, is this Qetsiyah?
He used to be a simple man in love with a simple girl.
Shit.
She was his one true love. They thought their love would last forever.
You're telling me that you were Silas's one true love?
Silas and I were the two most powerful members of a gifted people.
I don't ever want to be parted from you.
He wanted to find a way for our love to last forever.
Oh, this story.
You don't know the story. Silas convinced Qetsiyah that he loved her, so just using her, she dumped him in a tomb with a cure, which catches us up to today. The other side is gone. He can take the cure, become mortal, and die.
Just do us all a favor and run off into the sunset.
Silas was my true love. I never said that I was his.
Oh.
I'm Qetsiyah. Well-adjusted woman you seem to know so much about. A raging bitch witch whose obsession with vengeance created a whole new dimension of suffering in the afterlife.
I thought you were dead and on the other side.
And I came back for you.
Qetsiyah, mate. She's good looking as well. Literally. They always hire some great good looking cast members. You know what, right? Is it only me that thinks that Paul Wesley's haircut is, how can I say it? His character, Stefan, in present day, is his worst haircut. Every flashback that we have, his haircut is better. Shorter than when he was like in the Rome gown. I think his best haircut was when his dad was alive in that age, when he had longer hair with Damon, when he was first with Catherine. That was his best haircut, long Stefan. I think present day haircut is his worst one.
Sure you know what you're looking for?
I'll know when I see it. Me too.
I thought she had shotgun.
Anything to drown out the sound of eggshells breaking. I've been dreaming about Stefan all summer. It must be really stressful in a new relationship. It's just
Visions.
a bad feeling. Maybe deep down you know that he was your one true love and breaking up with him was a big mistake. Stefan's been trying to reach out to you all summer, but you've been too distracted with Damon to help him.
Oh, imagine that, mate.
You're probably right. The exact same dream on the exact same night. Why would that mean something?
She's a proper bitch, Catherine, isn't she? But she's funny.
What the hell did you do to me? I know that you and your creep show boyfriend screwed with my head. Who the hell are you?
Keep you safe from Silas.
What do you know about Silas?
I know that he still wants you dead.
She reminds me of Kim Marsh.
Vito. But Silas was going to kill you. I need his trust. It is why we put you inside the person with the invincibility ring.
Just a passenger that you can call out of Matt's head and put away whenever you want.
And I will do anything for you.
Ah, fucking hell, man. This is well strange.
Tell me where you buried my body.
You will have to dial your friend, Elena Gilbert.
You know what I said, yeah, in one of the episodes, factually, I'll put it on record, that sometimes you just got to give a character time to shine, give him a storyline and watch him excel. And I was talking about Matt as well in that situation, and now this is his time to shine, and he obviously shines so bright that everyone absolutely hates him. So I'm going to say that Matt's going to have a good season as being an annoying guy, because literally I was using the Tyler comparison, mate. Tyler, I literally hated Tyler in season 1, and then he's got his werewolf when he was transitioning, and I was like, big up Tyler, mate, your acting was fantastic. And then everybody else as well, when they've been given a chance at Elena, 2 characters, boom, you know, you got Stefan, Damon in the vulnerable side, vampire side, Ripper side, everybody, when you get given one little bit of story, like Jeremy with the hunter, Bonner getting the powers, it's just everybody's been given a chance, and now it is Matt's time to show what he's got. And straight away, yeah, changing his accent was sick. Like, literally, I can't wait to see how Matt goes this season, even though I know everybody's hating on him.
Have a cell phone? No offense, Qetsiyah. I'm having a bit of a hard time believing what you're saying.
How about Tessa?
So that's why you rejoined the land of the living.
I'm here because the Bennett witch lowered the veil. And I thought my hunters have failed in their task to kill Silas. Time to handle things in person. And I made a spell that would keep us alive forever. An immortality spell, part of our wedding ceremony. But then, everything around me started to die. I realized why. Silas had already used the immortality spell, and then the bastard abandoned me. I thought I was his one true love, and he ripped my heart out. Make him understand how much he hurt me. Found him in the wilderness, the woman he gave my immortality to. I learned that his actual true love was someone very close to me. My handmaiden.
Oh, no way.
Just as you are mine, I'm yours forever.
Oh, Mara, what she look like? She looks like Elena. Fucking hell. Oh, mate. So it's when they say, so you've got Amara, and then Catherine's a doppelganger, and then Elena's a doppelganger of Catherine. So it's like bang, bang, bang. No way. I was gonna say, mate, what guy would leave someone as beautiful as Qetsiyah at the fucking altar as well, literally, and he's gone after Elena? Mad.
Silas was the first version of me. Your friend was the first version of Elena?
They violated the natural law that all living things must die. And Catherine and Elena all
She just
caused
answered my
by the ripple
questions.
effect. Silas stole your daylight ring.
Making him a new
I'm
one.
going to need a new one.
She is sick. Get in there.
Are we really just gonna leave her in the car?
The only time she shuts up is when she's sleeping.
I said this was the one.
Looks exactly like it did in the dream.
It's a lot of freaky.
Did I get you something?
Why don't you tell me what happened to your neck?
Some sicko attacked me, told me to run, so I did, and when I looked back, he was on fire. Some woman shoved him into a truck, drove away. Lives about 10 miles down that dirt road out back.
Free shot. Oh, I got a vein in it.
I tell her to pour him a drink.
Oh, she's after
Trying to use
Catherine.
Catherine Pierce.
Go on, Elena.
You really do look exactly like.
Your bitch was not part of the dream.
You're a
She
bitch.
wants Catherine, which means she's probably a Silas spot.
We don't have time for a detour. Damon, Stefan's hurt.
I don't care how bad Silas wants Catherine. She's not worth the hair in your head.
I love these two.
Hovering actually slows down the process.
Take the cure and shove it down Silas's throat?
We don't stand a chance against Silas with his mental power. It's allowed him to hone his skills.
Where Amara is right now?
She's
Amara
dead,
is
mate.
not locked in a tomb.
What are you doing here?
Oh, imagine seeing her there in Shade of Her.
Is the chalice from which we were to drink at our wedding.
You must be very angry with me.
But then I realized it was within my power to forgive you. A cure for immortality. I just used it on someone else immortal.
Amara. No! No!
But
Not
I
the
could
blood.
tell by the way her heart was beating. She knew she was going to die. cure Silas. Can't say I didn't give him a second chance.
That's what you call a second chance?
Isn't it, mate? She's sick.
I created the other side as a supernatural barrier between Silas and the peaceful afterlife.
Take it, you're not really making me a daylight ring.
Have you not been listening to me? I have trust issues and paranoid and a little crazy.
I'm excited for Qetsiyah, not gonna lie, really excited. Definitely a different dynamic coming in of a witch, you know, instead of one being like Bonnie, who's there to save the day all the time, she's there to like destroy it, so to speak. So I'm actually really happy that she's being introduced. She's definitely different to what I expected. I definitely thought she's making a ring for Stefan, not gonna lie. But what is she actually making? Plus, as well, if she wants to take Silas down, right, she's gonna have to make some friends. And these people, Stefan, Damon, Elena, everybody, yeah, all these, like Stefan was saying, they're on her side. As soon as she understands that and believes it, the better it is for her. But right now, I understand she's got trust issues. She's been locked up. Stubbornness from from Silas for 2,000 years, that she has got a little bit of trust issues.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm really glad it's you. Freezing. Do you mind if can I borrow your sweater? Why didn't you kill me after you shoved the cure down my throat? I value my humanity, which is why I let you live. Humanity is buried underneath 500 years of bad behavior. Thank you. Glad to know that you care.
Do I have to knock you out too?
Not necessary.
Stefan. Alice's ex-girlfriend decided to come back from the other side.
Qetsiyah, whatever.
What should they be called?
You won't be
Tessa?
able to break those vines.
Why is my brother wearing your compost pile?
I'm going to link Stefan to Silas. Spell on his doppelganger will neutralize Silas's mental powers.
Force the cure down his throat. Cure's gone. Done. It's ingested.
She was supposed to be with you.
What do you mean, supposed to be with me? Did you plant those dreams?
So where is she?
We ran into a little snag. Okay, well, thanks for the hospitality, but we should really get going.
Probably don't want to get on my bad side. Without Silas's mental powers, he is an immortal nobody. We can defeat him.
Do it.
Sorry to sound like a broken record, but I like to know the identity of my kidnappers.
What are you doing here?
GPS tracker. Better than a locator spell.
Thank you for working so quickly, Nadia.
Get out of my head. What are you two talking about?
Now I want you to pull out your gun and aim it at your heart. Now pull.
Seriously, what is going on?
Oh, that looks sick, mate.
All right, we're done here.
We are.
We're done.
Me more Qetsiyah, mate. Get her in this.
Whatever you did to him, undo it.
Relax. I just burned through his conscious mind. You and Elena were doing so well without your guilt getting in the way. You know there was one thing worse than being on the other side and watching Silas resist the cure.
Realizing that your plan totally sucked.
Century after century, I watched versions of Stefan and Elena find each other. You didn't think your brother was Silas's first shadow. Destiny has been trying to get the doppelgangers together forever. I want to hear it, but the universe is working against you. You and I are the same, Damon. The obstacle standing between two fates, or merely the conflict that makes it interesting. I want to keep him safe. Now that he's linked to Silas, Silas can't mess with our head. Long as Stefan's in the way, you will never be with Elena. Take it from a woman who's had front row seats for 2,000 years.
Or you could just go back to hell.
Oh, do you like it? See, Damon, man. I was gonna say Damon's gonna pick. He'll pick his brother's relationship over Elena. I think he will anyway. If he's gonna lose one, he'd choose to lose Elena over his brother. That may be controversial, but that's what I think. But this is what I want to ask. Everybody was saying about the Sire bond, right? Now, it is fucking destiny that has set Elena and Stefan on a path. It is like they're Sire bonded together themselves, so to speak. It is like they have no control of the feelings and they are just magnets pulling each other together. So who's wrong there, in so to speak? You were saying that way Elena and Damon wasn't a true relationship because the Sire bond was playing a factor. That was the reason they're together. It wasn't because they loved each other. And now we've got literally 2,000 years of doppelgangers being magnets to each other. So that is interesting. I wonder what everybody's take is on that one.
Stefan, hey.
Did you not see Damon on the floor?
Can you hear me?
That'll piss me off.
Oh my god. Fine, I was snooping. Trying to find a passport or a business card or maybe even a parking ticket.
Someone lived up to his reputation today.
Where are you?
Wouldn't you like to know? It's too bad you lost the one thing that made you interesting.
Whatever twisted fantasy you're playing out with Catherine is your issue, but she stays alive.
Stays
As you
alive,
mentioned
he
earlier,
knows.
Catherine is still my priority. My ex-fiance is alive again, and she's on her way to Mystic Falls.
Well, maybe you two will get back together.
She hates me as much as I hate her. Neither one of us will stop until we get what we want. The love of my life looked exactly like you. The mere thought of your face makes me want to vomit. Yours still exists, and I still want it. It's just running through your veins right now.
I'll just give it to me. I'll be like, do you want some? Yeah, I'll leave some somewhere. Who's this, Matt?
It's me. I just wanted to let you know that we found Stefan.
We talked on the phone today. When?
If I told you where we were headed, you don't remember?
I remember. Can I call you back tomorrow?
Okay.
1 of 5 stackers. If I missed something, have we totally glossed over Damon being on the floor? Like, where is he? Oh, he's there.
Well, he's got his daylight ring back.
He's lucky he has a brother who looks out for him.
He's feeling hurt.
Tell me what Qetsiyah said.
We don't stand a chance. Which told me a very interesting little story about the history of doppelgangers fated to fall in love with each other. Basically, the universe programmed you to fall in love with Stefan. We're a lost cause no matter what we do. Her words, not mine.
And I'm not gonna let Silas's 2,000-year-old ex-girlfriend screw things up between us.
You think I am? No one tells me how I live my life. No one tells me who I love. And I'm not gonna let someone else's idea of destiny stop me from loving you or being with you or building a future with you. You are my life. Welcome back, brother.
Oh, his mind's gone.
I have no idea who you people are.
Fucking good storyline. You know what? I'm happy with that, literally. Another side of Paul Wesley gonna get bashed out, mate. New Stefan, he's literally foundation slate clean, mate. He can literally build from the ground up. Be whoever you want to be, literally. Oh, that's good. That means that hopefully we don't have an Elena and Stefan attraction, because like I said, I'm sick of the twists and turns. I just want one to stay. I love what Damon said to her at the end, and it's not because it's Damon. It's just because of the situation, as in I just don't want a back and forth again between the two brothers. And now Stefan's free to do what he wants to do. He could literally go out and be who he wants to be. It's interesting. Now he might not even be a Ripper anymore, you know. He might be able to control himself better. I wonder if he has the vampire instincts. I thought that when she was frying his mind. She said, look, I'm frying his mind. I was thinking, is something going to happen to Stefan? Well, you know, this is going to be an interesting season for Stefan, I tell you that. That's going to wrap up today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. So Stefan, we found out, literally, the most interesting bit of information that we found out here is that the doppelgangers are attracted to each other like magnets. It is the fate, it's destiny that they get drawn together. Qetsiyah, she's back now. She's in the present. As we suspected, Body dropped it. She's come back, you know. She's on the other side for 2,000 years. She said, why would she pass up the opportunity to come back? And, you know, she wants to take Silas out. That is literally her goal. She said that he's been stubborn for that whole time. And the fact that he's not took the cure and the hunters have not put him down is that she's going to do it herself. And she's back here now in present day. She is a crazy bastard, as she was saying. But she seems pretty sick, I'm not going to lie. It is very interesting. So now she's going to be back here. She's got a plan to take him out. She's used Stefan. She's got in inside his mind. She's fried it. She's took the power that Silas had, the mental mind control. That's literally a strong point. That is literally what he gets. That's when he gets everybody to see what he wants them to see, believe people are there when they're not. And she took that power away from him. It's interesting because in doing so, she's fried Stefan's mind. He's just come back there. He said he has no idea. The interesting thing is, he has no idea who you people are. So you don't even know that it's his brother. Don't even know that it's his ex. And literally, he won't even know he's a vampire. So maybe he's going to go through the stages that they all go through where they need to hunt again. He used to be a Ripper. He might not be no more. We haven't seen the originals Boom at all. I'm assuming they're gone now. RIP to those. But hello, the new series, interesting. Matt as well. He is. He's been taken over by that woman. I actually haven't even picked her name once. I don't even know if they've said it. But she killed that traveller. Boom, stabbed him in the neck in the last episode to say to Klaus, you know what I mean? Still not got over the the original. To say to Silas that obviously she didn't want what they're after. She's here for her own agenda. Silas believed her at the time. Turns out that that is her love and she's there to take him down. And she went over, boom, touched Matt. He put him inside Matt, and Matt's personality changed. Like, boom, changed. His accent changed. His eyes went black. Matt seems like he's going to be, a baddie this season. Not in terms of Matt Donovan being a baddie, but whoever it is that's being possessed him. And he's obviously doing a few things. He's just come back, trekking through the woods. It looks like he's laying on the floor on his front porch. Elena rang him, speaking to him. Can't even remember having a conversation with her in the day. Don't even know what's going on, what time it is, where he is. He said, can I ring you back tomorrow? She was like, sure, whatever, you know. But Catherine as well. So that is the most interesting thing, is the cure is inside Catherine, which we know, but it's coursing through her veins and it can still be extracted. That is what Silas wants. I don't understand it, mate. Silas wants it. It's just a quick slip, drop in there. There you go. Job's a good one. You know, Bob's your uncle. I don't understand, like, why that's so hard to do. If he wants it, let's go get it. I'd give it you. I'd say, let's go give it to him. Literally, I'd be like, sack chasing me, mate. You want it? Bash, here it is. Leave me alone. And then I would ask him, because obviously, like, he's one of the big, strongest immortal beings, that, you know, if someone was to transition me now, would I be able to come back to a vampire? I'll wait until you've done your shit, you know, let you go and die, take the cure, be who you want to be. And then, you know, before you do it though, just tell me, if I died and had the vampire blood in, would I transition back over? Because like we said, we do not know. This is the first time the kills have ever been taken, so we actually have no idea if someone can come back. So that is another interesting one. We didn't see Jeremy, didn't see Bonnie, didn't see Caroline. And yeah, little storylines progressing. Obviously the main one to me, I think, is interesting. Damon said that he loves her. He's literally hardcore in it. And obviously Elena, when she come running in to find Stefan as well, Damon was on the floor. I understand Stefan was in a worse position, yeah, so she might have ran straight to him. Damon was on the floor after being injured, and she didn't even acknowledge he was there, which I do find a little bit interesting. But Qetsiyah seems unreal. She sat down at the end with the flames. Silas is saying both of them are as stubborn as each other, and they won't settle until they both get what they want, and that is the cure. So really excited for this season. Qetsiyah is here, Silas is here. You know, we've got Stefan with his mind wiped, 2 doppelganger stories going. What's going to happen to Catherine? These people have got her as well. What is their agenda for her? You know, they've took him, they want her for something, but what is it? We don't know. We're going to find out soon. Thanks for clicking on my video. If you guys did enjoy it, please smash a like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Like I said, thanks for clicking on my video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.